Australian customs officers are trained to keep a sharp eye out for the subtle signs that could indicate someone is carrying something they shouldn't into the country. And in Melbourne, those skills are put into practice when a bagged search with an Australian returning from Vietnam quickly escalates into something far more serious.
So how long did you end up staying there for?
About 4 months.
Okay, what do you do here for work?
Parenting care.
So
Because I've got a family problem.
who paid for your ticket?
A friend
A friend? A friend in Vietnam or in Australia?
in Vietnam.
In Vietnam.
Officer Kelly continues questioning the man, and she takes a closer look at his briefcase.
So I'm just making sure there's nothing in the lining of the suitcase. It's just all the compartments that are inside the suitcase, so it's all pretty clear.
So, all clear?
Yes.
But while Officer Kelly returns to question the man further, another officer has taken swabs of the briefcase to test if it may have come in contact with drugs.
That man over there, he came over and he took a sample of this, and when we put it in the machine, it said that there was residue of heroin on this briefcase. So have you don't know?
With a number of flights arriving at the same time at Sydney Airport, there's a backlog of passengers waiting to clear quarantine. While most patiently wait their turn, one man is decidedly unhappy about having to queue.
Look at the queue there. Look at the queue. Yeah? Look at the queue. Eh? Look the people. Yeah? That's not very good. Not very good.
Matters take a turn for the worse when officers notice something in his bag.
We noticed that on the X-ray machine he had some sort of food items and something in that small bag of his. So I've opened it up and he's told me that he has papaya soap in it. That was not a problem, so we had a look at that.
I bring the fire for my psoriasis. He said they have to declare. You have to declare. Yeah?
The shape turns out to be something completely innocent, but they are items that should have been declared.
Come on, that's it. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. That's rubbish.
But he also had about 6 bags of menthol lollies, and that's also not a problem as well, so he can actually bring that into Australia. But he just got really agitated at the fact that we were inspecting his goods.
I'm not going to accept this papaya lollies. No. This is my second time. No.
The officer,
Look, I can't bloody breathe. You understand? I'm sick. But they keep me out. 1 hour. Not good.
More than 100,000 people visit Australia each year on working holiday visas. The year-long visa allows young visitors to work and to supplement their travel. While most abide by the rules, others, like this passenger, are known as double dippers, as they try to come back a second time.
Really, we don't like people kind of bypassing our rules and regulations, so we try and catch them out. So we got a bit suspicious and we flagged this person for some more checks on arrival to find out whether he has already been to Australia.
Going to come straight to the critical question. Have you ever been to Australia before?
Yeah.
Okay, and what type of visa did you enter on?
It was a working visa, 1 year working visa.
Working visa or working holiday visa?
Working holiday visa.
Okay. Okay, and how long do you intend to stay?
A year.
1 year.
Hopefully the work.
Okay. This question here, did you read this question?
If it was on the sheet, I must have read it, yeah.
Okay. The statement is, I'm applying for a working holiday visa for the first time and have not previously entered Australia on a working holiday visa on a passport of any country. Now, did you answer yes to that question?
Problem to say, I must have, yeah.
Okay. Is that answer accurate?
Well, not really, no.
Okay.
How long did you end up staying there for?
In Melbourne, Customs has had heroin readings from the briefcase of a man returning from Vietnam.
We did a drug test on the suitcase and it come up for heroin. Have you ever come into contact with heroin before or any other type of narcotics? No?
So that's why
Any friends or work colleagues or?
Well, I don't know.
No?
Customs officers need to know how he's funding his lifestyle.
Where are you going to get money from when you need money?
I have tried to do not answer that question.
Why?
You only do your job in here. That is the private, different.
But how are you going to live? Nobody can live here without money.
So I was here.
Yes.
If the government wants me
Yes. So is that?
without food,
Are you going to get money from the government? Is
yeah,
that
of
what
course
you're
in the
going to do?
beginning, I told you.
I don't care if you're going to get money from the government. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm just worried that you might have something here with
do
you
your
today.
job. So please don't ask me more.
He doesn't really
Question.
touchy about the money question because he's got no money.
And what Officer Kelly finds next suggests the passenger isn't telling them everything.
Is this your family in Vietnam?
My family.
Is this from this trip? How long ago are these photos from?
She discovers photos suggesting he's not travelling alone as he first claimed.
Hey, is that not that guy? Who? Him?
Officer Kathleen spots the man in the photo at another bench.
Are you travelling with anyone else today? You are. But when you first came here, I asked you and you said no.
But I need to answer you that for.
Because we need to know who's travelling with each other. So
Officers feel that he's got something to hide.
So whatever you
How
check, you
come
want
you
to
didn't
check.
come through together? Or you didn't tell me that?
Not. What?
He didn't tell me that at the start.
No, he said he didn't know him. You know this man?
Yeah, of course.
I can't really deny it when I'm holding a photo, can you?
He said, why do we need to know?
You can check.
Why do you need to lie?
Did you deliberately mislead in this visa application to obtain a working holiday visa on a different national passport?
Yeah, I must have.
Okay. You understand that's a fairly serious issue.
This passenger lied on his visa application form, but he's still hopeful that officers will allow him to stay in the country.
Okay. Now, Damien, I'm going to serve you a notice of intention to consider cancelling your visa today. And if a decision is made to cancel your visa, you'll be refused immigration clearance and removed from Australia as soon as possible. I'll leave you alone for about 15 minutes. Okay, you think about what you want to say to me. I'll take whatever you say to me into consideration.
Damien had anticipated a long working stay in Australia with his younger brother and friend.
I just came over on a working visa 3 years ago, but I never used it. I came over with a girlfriend, you see. She didn't like it, so just toured about and went to New Zealand for 8 weeks and then come home again. So I thought I'd come back out this time with my brother.
Damien is beginning to realise his chances of staying in Australia might be slipping away.
Don't know. 50-50. Just, I don't know.
Thousands of packages pass through the International Mail Centre every day. And it takes a trained eye to spot something out of the ordinary. And a small parcel from the Philippines has just caught Officer Kane's attention.
Just pulled this one from the X-ray carrier. It's small organic concealment.
Okay.
Have a look at that.
The parcel is an express mail consignment, and it's not just an organic substance showing on the X-ray that has raised officers' suspicions.
The name's not quite right. It's not spelled correctly. That could just be that someone can't spell. But usually it's an indication that it's a made-up name, it's not real, we're going to send it to a post office box or we're going to send it to a block of units where we can interfere with the mail. All of those things together, that's sufficient for him to say, no, I need this, I'll get Australia Post to open it and we'll have a look at it, and that's where we are now. Show me what you think.
The contents of the package are now carefully examined. The officers are expecting to find some clothing.
It's declared as 3 pieces, and I could see a clothing label that's quite easy to see through the package. I could see a clothing label.
The package contains 3 T-shirts. Nothing unusual about that, but Kane feels something that is out of the ordinary.
That one's bulkier than the other one. Seems to be a mass in the middle there.
It's the busiest time of day at Sydney Airport, and quarantine officers are trying to pacify a very angry and frustrated passenger who refuses to accept that he should declare all food items.
I tried to explain that he should actually declare it on question 6 of the incoming passenger card, and he's saying that it's not food. So I've had to explain to him that, do you put it in your mouth? And he said yes. And do you actually eat it? And he said yes. So that's food. And he said, well, that's rubbish.
Oh, come on. That's it. That's rubbish.
I mean, if I
That's rubbish. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. So what are you going to do? You got to lock me up, or what are you going to do?
There's nothing wrong.
Eh?
There's nothing wrong with your food.
All we do is just trying to explain if there's any food items, he just has to indicate it because it comes up organic on the machine. Look like mushrooms on the back, on the bottom of this, or
Mushroom, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You think? Look,
So-
I'm not eating mushroom, all right? I'm like 60 years old.
That's all.
That's it.
so we're just saying, just indicate it on 6. You just say, look, there's candies, and on that quick look, off he goes. He
But
just
this is the
misunderstood.
second time, my friend. Second time, 3 years ago. The same problem again. Eh?
All you have to do is indicate and you just tell us what it is.
No. The camera sees the thing in the bloody trunk inside of mushroom. All right?
The camera
The
just
plenty
sees the
mushroom here in the
organics.
bush. You know that?
The X-rays
It's
just
free.
see
You don't
the-
have to bring from another country.
In Vietnam,
In Melbourne, Customs has just discovered a passenger whose briefcase is giving off drug readings. He's travelling with another man who's also being questioned by officers.
We've got 2 passengers that we're searching at the moment, and one of the passengers over there sort of came over and was looking at this passenger, and I asked him if he knew him, and he said no. But this passenger actually has photos of them together at some sort of party or reception, so they obviously do know each other. And they're lying, so we're not sure exactly why.
there he is again.
As the officers press for more information, the passenger's temper continues to escalate.
Why you ask me so much questions? To waste the time.
we,
If you're down,
Because-
take me down there. Do it, your job. That's it.
I explained to you, the reason that we're going through everything is because we got heroin readings off your briefcase. So we need to know why.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
That's fine, but every question we've been asking you, you haven't been telling the truth about things.
The man refuses to give a straight answer. So it's time for Kelly to hit him with a very straight question.
Do you have something inside you?
At the International Mail Handling Centre, officers are examining suspicious contents inside a parcel from the Philippines.
Well, okay, that obviously is not a clothing label. That's something that should not be there. Now, the reason we're interested in things out of the Philippines is the Philippines is a place of major manufacture for methamphetamine, and of course that's something that New South Wales in particular, and the rest of Australia for that matter, have got a big problem with at the moment. I'll take money on it. That's ice.
There's one more in there, I think. Yeah, 3 small packages of white or clear crystal.
Even though this is only a very small consignment, you look at that and you think, well, that's not much. It is. That's a lot.
And this small find could signal an emerging pattern of drug smuggling.
Well, if we found one small concealment like this, then it tends to make you think that whoever is organising this is going to go through what they call a scattergun, which is a lot of small amounts in a lot of packages, hoping to defeat us and getting it through. Well, if we've got this one, Kane will now go back, as with the other officers, and they will look even more closely at the Filipino mail that's coming through, and hopefully, in fact, probably assuredly, we'll get a lot more.
Irish bricklayer Damien is being interviewed by immigration officers in Sydney on suspicion of entering Australia illegally.
Okay, Damien, I've served you with a notice of intention to consider cancelling your visa, and I've explained to you the reasons why. Okay, is there anything you'd like to say before we make a decision?
I'd really like to. I'd love to stay because my brother and his mate they're only 21. They've never been out of Ireland before, you know. So I'd really like to get the visa for a year, basically.
Okay. I'm going to be discussing this now with our manager, and we'll be back shortly with our decision.
So now, Supervisor Satinder discusses Damien's situation with the airport manager.
He has used this visa before, but it looks like that he has falsely presented his case to get another visa by making an application over the internet. This time he's used a different passport, and that's how he has been able to bypass our system and get a visa.
And the different passport obviously has got different variation of the name in it.
When he applied for the visa, he intentionally put his name without an apostrophe that's in his surname.
So he's aware of what he's doing, and he's actually tried to trick us on this occasion to come back in.
It's an anxious time for Damien, and his brother and friend are unaware of his situation as they wait for him on the other side of the border. At Sydney Airport, quarantine officers seem to have finally convinced an angry passenger that next time he arrives at the border, he must declare all food items.
I'm sick, all right? I'm sitting there white. I can't breathe. I can't walk properly, all right? If you are walking 10 minutes, I have to collapse, all right? I'm not very happy. I'm not very happy. I'm not very happy. I'm not very happy.
Happy or not, he's now free to go.
I think he calmed down after Angelo spoke to him, especially with the translation, and that helps as well. When they're that agitated, it helps to have someone else speak their language.
But the passenger insists on having the last word.
But the service is no good. The service is no good. I'm not happy. I'm not very happy.
Do you have something inside you?
Don't ask me so stupid question.
Okay.
Say, if you drown, it's to take me down somewhere.
At customs in Melbourne, Officer Kelly is trying to find clues in this man's briefcase to a possible connection with another passenger. And it's not proving to be easy.
You?
Not me.
You?
Someone. I told you someone.
Who?
If I tell you, how can you know him? Because
I want to know if it's you.
Not me.
Is it him?
You can go and ask him.
Meanwhile, Officer Frank has information on the travelling companion.
He said he's basically got off the methadone program, he's gone to Vietnam, and he's come back and he hasn't used it for like a month.
Oh, okay. You need permission to extend for another 2 months to take the chance to get rid of heroin.
Get rid of heroin.
The documents are giving officers some indications one of the passengers could be involved in a drug rehabilitation program. But they still don't know how or why these two men are connected.
Why don't you let me go?
Because I'm not satisfied
I'm not happy
yet.
You're happy about my body, and you want me to take off?
No, I'm not happy about your connection with this man either.
Immigration Officer Greg is about to deliver the decision to an Irish traveller who was hoping to spend the next year working in Australia.
Now, Damien, I have discussed it with my manager. You've admitted making false declarations, and you haven't given us any compelling reasons why your visa should not be cancelled. Okay, your brother and his friends are both adults. They're quite capable of making their own decisions whether they want to stay or not. So there's no compelling reason why you need to be here. Unfortunately, we have decided to cancel your visa today. Okay. I know it's a hard decision, but at the end of the day, when you answered that agreement, you knew what you were doing. Okay. Sorry?
I said, you just have to do, but just have to do, yeah. Is there any way I could see my brother before I go?
Unfortunately, no.
Greg phones Damien's brother to let him know what's happening.
I've just been speaking to Damien. I need to explain to you what's happened. Okay, Damien's been here previously on a working holiday visa. Okay? When you all applied for the working holiday visa, you had to make certain declarations. Okay, one of the declarations is that you haven't been in Australia before on a working holiday visa or on any other passport. Unfortunately, he has. What that means is his visa's been cancelled and he's being sent back to the UK today.
Today?
Today. No, I'm not. He's booked on a flight to depart at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Okay?
Yeah.
Despite Damien's concerns, the boys don't seem to be in a huge hurry to cancel their holiday.
It's got to be a bit harder, but it's one of them things.
Sure, it's just the way it goes.
It's not really much we can do about it, you know. So, no point crying over spilled milk.
In Melbourne, customs officers are investigating 2 men returning from Vietnam.
Did they ask you to help him because he's told us that he has a heroin habit? Is that why you are helping him with his habit?
Get away.
Get away. So you're helping him get away from heroin, yes?
Officers finally discover he's a volunteer counsellor in a program to help recovering drug addicts.
I work to help the people free. As volunteer.
You didn't say volunteer in the start. We've gone round and round in circles, and now is the only time that I'm understanding what you're saying. Because you are his case manager, you asked for permission for him to stay.
And for me to go with him to help him as well.
So the reason that you went to Vietnam is to help him?
Because of him, yes.
But you told me at the start that you were travelling by yourself and that you went to help your mother who is sick.
You know, because that is different. We have nothing to hide about what
do you understand why I am asking you so many questions? Because the first answer you gave me is different to what you're telling me now.
They've finally got to the bottom of why these 2 are travelling together. The officers discuss the investigation.
He reckons he's not involved, he just helps him. So he knows everything about him, but he's not. He's got heroin readings.
He's got the heroin readings.
Yeah. But doesn't use or touch it. We were able to do some further checks and make some phone calls and verify their story. I think he was trying to be respectful to his friend. The friend's obviously had a lot of problems, and I think he was being more protective of his friend rather than invasive to us.
A thorough search confirmed the men were not carrying anything illegal, and they were allowed to go. At Sydney Airport, Customs are running an operation on a flight from Vietnam. And this passenger's recent excursions in and out of the country has caught their attention.
The gentleman's arrived today from Vietnam. I've asked him if he's been in trouble at all with any law enforcement, and he said no. A whole lot of paperwork here. I'm just going to go and have a quick read. A lot of this is money. He's been sending money to somebody, so I want to see how much money he's been sending and who he's been sending it to. What is this?
The engagement, the wedding married, now they broke up.
Oh, divorce papers? Yeah. Divorce? Yeah. So you have been married before? Why do you have divorce papers?
This girl no good.
I asked you before if you've been married in the past.
Married for money. I help my friend.
Yeah, but I asked you in the past before, have you been married?
For 5 years ago.
Yeah, I've just noticed he's got a receipt in here that he's actually borrowed money to go on the trip. So he's been twice. He's actually been 3 times about the last 9 months. He's actually borrowed money to go on this trip. So I'm going to go and ask him why he's borrowed money and how he's going to pay it back. Okay. How did you pay for your trip to Vietnam?
I borrowed my brother money.
You borrowed money?
Yeah.
Who from?
My brother.
Where's your brother work?
Work with me.
Okay. Why did you borrow the money? Why go on holidays when you have no money? You're shaking your legs at the moment?
Mackay, Central Queensland coast. The 3rd busiest shipping port in Australia. An area the size of a city to be monitored and searched every day. Shipping poses potentially the biggest threat to the security of Australia's borders. And the only way to police these ships effectively is by air.
In the Mackay area, due to the mining boom, so many ships are coming to pick up coal. We can have up to 60 ships waiting out at the anchorage. That's up to 12 kilometres off the coast, and those ships can be sitting there anything up to a month. So we go out by helicopter, board those ships out at the anchorage area, and it gives us a good chance to see what's going on, do the customs, immigration and other formalities well before they get to the port.
Navios Altair, Customs helicopter. Sir, could you please confirm hatch 5 is all clear for the helicopter's landing?
Yes, sir. I confirm hatch 5 is ready for landing.
This crack team of specially trained customs officers board as many ships as they can in as short a time as possible. And officers never know what they're going to find. Passengers arriving at Australia's international airports are stopped by customs for a variety of reasons. Inconsistencies in travel documents, odd travel movements, and even indications of nervous behaviour. Sometimes the signs are subtle, often they are not.
I went to the airport with about 4 suitcases like this, with 2. And they didn't let me to get in. They said it's too heavy. Right. So my mother came and, he organized everything.
Today, this passenger's confused manner has aroused concerns.
And then, yes, okay. I'm just...
The man's profuse sweating could indicate he's hiding something, so the officer decides to question him about this problem. But he's certainly not prepared for the passenger's bizarre answer.
It's just that, to look at your moment, you're perspiring heavily.
Yeah, I've been poisoned.
Oh, sorry, good morning. Morning, Captain. Australian Customs. Welcome to Australia.
A massive cargo ship off the coast of Queensland. Although this ship looks clean and ordered, it's recently been in some high-risk ports, and it's vital that Customs does thorough checks of both the ship as well as its crew.
Attention all hands, attention all hands. Please proceed to crew mess room. For passports, you must book verification.
How are you? No glasses in this
Just like any other travellers arriving in Australia, all crew on all ships must go through face-to-passport checks.
Okay, so when did you join this ship?
It's August 27.
August 27.
And how long have you worked on ships?
12 years.
Yeah, good cooking?
Yes, very nice.
The crew is happy?
Yes, he's happy. It look like a healthy.
Captain, I notice it's only your second time to Australia.
Yes, right.
And what is your next port?
Japan.
Japan?
Yes.
And after Japan, back to Australia again?
We're waiting for order from our next charterer.
Oh, okay. You're a tramp ship then?
That's right, sir.
Tramp ships pose a higher risk to customs than other ships because of their irregular charters and erratic travel movements. So this enormous cargo vessel has to be thoroughly checked and cleared.
Let's see what's going on.
And on ships this size, the number of potential hiding places is extraordinary.
Trudy, come and have a look at this.
Customs officers Mark and David are trying to work out how this passenger has travelled to Vietnam 3 times in 9 months with very little money.
When you planned your trip, when you borrowed money off your brother, how long were you planning your trip? 2 months before, 3 months, a week?
No, I go work with her, with him. He pay for me. I say how much I owe you. He say, 2,000.
Before you went in May,
In May.
you went away.
Yeah.
When did you decide to go?
Holiday see her.
You're shaking your legs at the moment. Is that any reason you're a little bit nervous, or? I don't pull your trousers up. I said you're shaking your legs. Are you getting nervous, or? No. How much money do you earn a week?
1,000.
$1,000 a week? Because you owe your brother, or you owe somebody, $1,100, $1,200.
Yeah.
You owe somebody $2,000.
No, borrow my father 2,000.
Now you borrowed another $2,000 off your brother.
Yeah.
So you owe him $3,000.
4,000.
You owe him $4,000 now. Okay. You won't pay that off in a week.
5 months.
5 months he's given you to pay it off, has he?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Customs officers are suspicious the man may be up to something.
Did you swallow some drugs to bring over here today to pay these debts off? You carrying drugs in your body?
No, you want to check?
We will.
Customs officers searching a coal ship for any signs of illegal trade or activity have just discovered enormous cavities which could make their job a lot harder.
Tell me, are all the cabins the same? Do you have that space behind every bathroom?
Yeah, most of them.
Okay.
Vessels travelling near the coast of Australia could potentially be dropping illicit cargo for pickup by well-organised crime syndicates. To deter this, Customs monitor the movement of all ships within Australian waters.
One of the things we do is have a look at all the documents on a ship's bridge. So in terms of finding out about illegal or illicit activity, there's so many documents and that at our disposal to be able to cross-reference, to look for any anomalies in their voyage, if they've changed speed, if they've stopped, and then you start asking further questions about reasons.
Customs are questioning a passenger who's told the officer that the reason for his confused state and sweaty appearance is because he's been poisoned.
Yeah, I've been poisoned. Poison in what do you call? Yeah, when I was coming in Malaysia in airline.
In the aircraft?
Airbus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been maybe poisoned. I was vomiting.
Customs is concerned that the man's extreme discomfort could be a sign of an internal drug concealment rupturing and that the man's life could be in danger.
Get me an X-ray on that bag so I can clear and get quarantine in and out of here so they're out of place and risk straight up.
Officers need to act fast to find some answers.
Currently a supervisor on today. Just letting you know that we have some concerns about your body at the moment. Now, what we'd like to do is formally detain you for purposes of a frisk search, which is...
What's that?
It's a search of the body, but only on the clothing. At no time do we touch skin, and at no time are you required to remove any clothing. Okay?
All right.
Now, Javi, just before we start, you have some rights that you need to read.
The thing that intrigues me is he's had 5 or more weeks in Iran. Of course, his father lives in Tehran, so that's fine, but if you're self-employed 5 weeks, your business would want to be running well.
Who's looking after the business?
Because I'm looking at, depending on how well the business is running, do you also organise a run to just prop things up cash-wise?
Oh, how long is it going to take? How long is it going to take?
For the search?
Yeah.
Only no more than a minute. Okay.
At Sydney Airport, quarantine officers have spotted something suspect in the bag of a passenger just arrived from Hong Kong.
And on the screen here we can see a lot of organic matter that looks like some food items, so we're going to have a look at it today and see what's in there.
This man is in transit in Australia for just 2 days before he returns home to Tahiti. On his landing card, he claimed he had nothing to declare.
Did you read all the questions on the card?
Roughly,
Okay. Did you understand them all?
What's that?
Did you understand the questions?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, these are your bags here?
Yeah, 1, 2, and here.
What's inside here?
This is a dry medicine for Tahiti,
And is this like a traditional soup mix, sir?
It's all dry.
Yeah. So what do you do with this, sir?
I boil it.
You boil it? Do you eat it, sir?
He's brought with him dozens of packets of traditional medicines and what appears to be soup. It's made entirely of dried plants and herbs.
Just wondering, question 6, sir, where it says any food, including dried, fresh, preserved, cooked or uncooked.
Yeah.
Okay, why you said no, there was no food in the bag.
Oh.
But for quarantine officer Denise, this is no laughing matter. His false declaration could land him in serious trouble.
Question 7.
You were going to be away for...
Over at Sydney Airport, a passenger with a very inconsistent story about his travel movements is being questioned by Customs.
He's getting a little bit nervous now. His legs started to shake over there, I noticed that, and since I've actually walked away, his legs aren't shaking at the moment, so maybe, I don't know if I'm making him nervous, but something is, so we'll go and have another chat to him.
think Trudy was calling you. I tried to call her back.
Oh, okay. I'll go on.
They're all fine?
They're all fine.
Quarantine's...
You're getting a little bit nervous. Now your hands are going like that. Are you nervous? You sure you don't have any drugs on your body?
No.
This phone number here, who's this lady?
Oh, my sister.
She's your sister?
Yeah.
Do you have another sister?
Yeah, the young one.
The young one. Okay. What do they do for work?
I don't know. Long time we didn't see her. She get married already.
Where does she live now?
I don't know. Sometimes she calls me, sometimes I
You
call
do
her.
not know where your sister lives. Does she live in Australia or does she live in Vietnam? She lives in Australia. Okay. What we might do, I'm going to detain you for the purpose of a frisk search, okay?
In customs, officers are about to conduct a frisk search of this passenger.
You want to do it here, do you? Okay. His stories are inconsistent at the moment. Limited clothing. He's borrowed money. He originally told me 1,000, then 2,000, then 3,000. Now he's borrowed 4,000. So he's inconsistent with how much he's even borrowed. It's probably a lot more than that. We'll go in a room after this stuff.
The frisk found nothing, but that doesn't discount an internal concealment.
It was his stomach hard, was it?
Sorry? Yeah, a little bit bloated, sort of protruding, but nothing found in the body. But he was really willing to take his shoes off and all that sort of thing, so it suggests he probably doesn't have them on his body at all. So.
Okay.
Customs will step up their investigation and move the man to a customs interview room and conduct a full search.
That room over there, and I'll be in there in a minute. Okay, what I'm going to give now, I'm going to give another card to read, which we want to upgrade the original search to removal of his clothes. We think he may have something under his armpits or in his groin area, so we'll get a better look there. He doesn't have to do that. If he doesn't do that, we've then got to go to a magistrate and give him why we want to do it, and then we go from there. I want to make sure you have nothing in your armpits, under your armpits, or in your underwear. So I'm going to give you another card to read in Vietnamese language again. What it involves is the removal of your clothes. Do you consent to do it?
Yep.
Okay, what we'll do, I'll leave the room. These two officers here will do it. Okay.
Over in quarantine, a man has arrived from Hong Kong with bags full of undeclared food and traditional medicines.
When we see your card says no, you don't have anything, you haven't brought anything in, but we can see that there is something in the x-ray that lives of concern.
Very good.
We need for you to actually say, yes, there is food, or yes, there is traditional medicine. Can you check to see
what's in there?
And lilium bulb and things like that?
No worries.
Traditional medicines can contain ingredients which, if exposed to the Australian environment, can be extremely harmful.
Found it. This is lilium bulb. It's prohibited for entry to Australia. It could contain
A lilium bulb can carry exotic viruses and bacteria, which can destroy commercial food, plants and flowers.
So this one also has citrus peel and safflower in it. Both are prohibited items. So therefore, this is of quarantine concern as well.
And now Officer Denise has just found something that's of even greater concern.
And what are these, sir?
This man's short stay in Australia could turn out to be quite costly. A massive cargo ship off the coast of Queensland is being searched as officers eliminate every suspicion.
I'll just check this one.
From the ship's medicinal drugstores to the very bottom of its bilges, no stone can be left unturned.
Look, they're absolutely massive, and as you can see, there's just space everywhere. You've got to look in every nook and cranny, because these guys are on board the ship for months at a time. We're just on here for hours. Our work is based on intelligence and risk assessment, and because these ships come in and out of Australia, we build up a profile on the ships, and also we look at the previous ports they've been to, and the backgrounds of the crew, all kinds of things are taken into account. And then we make our assessment, and based on that, we decide which areas to search and how thoroughly we're going to search.
After 4 hours searching, customs officers are satisfied that this ship is clean. But with an average of 20 ships to search every single week of the year, their work is far from over.
How do we go? All right? Everything fine?
A passenger has arrived at Sydney Airport. Officers are concerned that he may be carrying narcotics into the country.
How much more money do you owe?
4,000.
4,000. That's to your brother.
While the body search has found nothing, Officer Mark wants to take the investigation further.
Did he give you some spending money?
Yeah.
How much spending money did he give you?
Oh.
Your brother?
He sent to me up there.
He sent to you in Vietnam?
Yeah.
How much did he send?
I don't know.
You don't know how much he sent you?
1,500.
And how much money do you have?
To get mail passed.
You only got $100 left?
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you do with all the money? What did
Party.
you... Party?
Yeah.
Because I know you didn't spend it at a hotel, because you told me you stayed at your auntie-in-law's place.
Engagement party.
Engagement party. Yeah. Your brother and sisters go to the engagement party?
No.
No? Your mother?
Yeah, no.
So nobody went to the engagement party?
Things just don't seem to be adding up, so Officer Mark has now decided to involve the Australian Federal Police to determine if this passenger should be taken to hospital for an internal exam. Customs in Melbourne has briefly detained a passenger who is sweating heavily and appears to be in acute pain. Officers are now quickly checking his details and have decided to conduct a frisk search.
Righto. Is there anywhere specific you're concerned, Roscoe, or...?
It's because it's going to say the usual midriff place, if anything.
Yeah, righto. No worries. Hi, sir. Yeah, I'm just going to do the frisk search, okay? So just put your arms up. Okay, anything in shoes? Can you just, like this? All A-OK. Yeah.
The frisk search comes up negative, and Customs is satisfied that there is no reason to delay his journey. At Sydney Quarantine, this man's in hot water after failing to declare bags full of traditional soup mixes and medicines. And Officer Denise has just spotted yet another prohibited item.
I'm very concerned about the meat. We don't know how it's been processed, how it's been cooked, and different diseases that we don't want to actually come into Australia can be present in this sort of meat. But because of the seriousness of the meat and the plant material that you've brought in, and because you didn't declare, today you will be fined for bringing those into the country.
Yes,
That's $220.
Okay, I have to pay,
What we would offer the gentleman today is, because he is transiting and he is only here for 2 days, is that he does have the option where he could pay a $30 fee and we'll hold the goods until he exits the country. But even if you are here for just a small amount of time, you still have to completely abide by Australia's quarantine laws. So then it's a matter of that these definitely cannot leave the airport today.
The officer calls the Federal Police, who will decide if this passenger should go to hospital because Customs suspects he might be carrying drugs internally.
I've just rang the AFP just to tell him that we've got the gentleman here in the interview room. We do a statement of facts why we think he should be sent for an internal. It doesn't mean he's going to go. I've put down all the intel that I've had on him and what we found today. We pass it to them. At the end of the day, it's their decision. If he doesn't go, he doesn't go. Okay, I've just rang the Federal Police. They're going to come down and have a chat to you, okay, about your trip to Vietnam. I'd like to send you to hospital, make sure you have no drugs inside your stomach.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you swallow? Any reason you're starting to tap?
This was drum. I learned to play the drum.
You learn to play the drums. Okay. What I want you to do is read both sides of this card. Read it careful, because what you sign here may send you to hospital. Did you want to sign or not?
No.
You don't want to go?
Yes, I go.
You go. You don't have to, but you want to.
Yeah, I go.